Hi everyone, welcome back to PolyCloud YouTube channel. In this series, we are learning everything you need to become a Red Hat certified system administrator, that is RHCSA. Whether you are just starting with Linux or preparing for certification exam, this video will guide you step by step, completely free of cost. In this complete series, we will cover understanding and using essential Linux tool, managing software and system services, configuring storage and file system along with managing user group and network and security and a lot more. Everything will be explained clearly with hands-on demos. This is 100% free end-to-end learning series, and I will bring many more such courses on Linux, Azure and cloud technology in coming months. So please support the channel by subscribing and helping us to reach our first 1000 subscriber goal. It really motivates me to keep creating free learning content for you. Currently, Azure 104 series is going on the channel, and also this Red Hat series is going on. So let's get started and master Linux one topic at a time right here on PolyCloud.
From installing and updating packages to resolving dependency issues, understanding package management is critical for maintaining a secure, functional, and efficient Linux environment. In this course, we will describe Linux package management using RPM and yum and their roles in managing software. We will demonstrate using yum and RPM commands to install, delete, and manage packages. Then, we will configure system upgrade management and show how to create a local In this video, we will discuss Linux package management using RPM and yum. When we discuss package management in Linux, we're primarily referring to how Linux installs and manages software. A package is like a ready-made bundle. It includes the application itself, any necessary files, and information that helps the system know how to install and manage it. Now, instead of installing each file manually, Linux automates the process for you using tools called package managers. On Red Hat-based systems, such as RHEL, we utilize tools like RPM and yum to manage these packages. Let's start with RPM. So, RPM stands for Red Hat Package Manager. It has been around for a long time and handles .rpm files, which are essentially software packages for Red Hat systems. With RPM, you can install software, remove it, check what's already installed, and even get detailed information about a package. Here's the thing, though, RPM is a low-level tool. That means it doesn't automatically check for dependencies, which are the other packages your software might need to work. Therefore, if a program requires 3 libraries and you attempt to install it using RPM, it will fail unless you manually install all the additional components. Here are a few simple RPM commands. RPM ivhmitl.rpm. This command installs a package. Next, we have RPM uvhmitl.rpm. This command upgrades or installs a package if it's not already installed. Another example command is RPM emitl. This command erases or uninstalls a package. Lastly, we have RPM qmitl. This command queries whether a package is installed. For example, if you downloaded a file called nano.rpm and wanted to install it, the command would be sudo rpm ivhnano.rpm. However, RPM has a significant drawback. It does not take care of dependencies. If the package you're installing requires other packages that aren't already installed, you'll have to find and install them manually. That's when yum comes in. Now, why do we use yum? To simplify package management, Red Hat introduced a higher-level tool called yum, short for Yellow Dog Update Modified. It works on top of RPM and does everything RPM can do, but with one significant advantage: it handles dependencies for you. Let's say you want to install a tool like wget. With yum, you don't need to worry about what else it needs. Yum checks the required dependencies, downloads them from online repositories, and installs everything automatically. Let's look at some yum commands. To install wget, use the command sudo yum install wget. If we must remove it, then use the command sudo yum remove wget. What if we want to update all the software on the system? Then use the command sudo yum update. That's all there is to it. No manual downloads, no guessing, and no chasing down missing dependencies. Yum takes care of it all for you. Next, let's examine the origin of these packages. Packages are stored in repositories on online servers that contain thousands of ready-made RPM files. When you use Yum, it connects to these repositories, locates the package, and downloads it. RHEL has official Red Hat repositories, and you can also add third-party repositories for extra tools. To list all enabled repositories, you can use the command yum repo list. Repositories are defined in small text files stored in /etc/yum.repos.d/. These files instruct Yum on where to find packages, whether to use them, and whether they require GPG keys for additional security. So, how do you check if a package is already installed? Sometimes, you want to know if a specific tool is installed on the system or which version is available. Yum and RPM can both help with that. Here's how to do it using RPM, using wget as an example, a tool used to download files from the internet. RPM qwget. This command checks if wget is installed. RPM qiwget. It displays detailed information about the wget package. RPM qlwget. This command will list the files installed by the wget package. Here's how to do it using Yum. Yum list installed wget. This command checks if wget is installed. Yum info wget. It shows details about the package. If you're ever unsure about a package's history, like when it was installed or updated, try using the command yum history. It provides a comprehensive log of recent actions, which is particularly helpful if something goes wrong after an update. Now, let's examine how updates work with Yum. Keeping packages up to date is super important, especially on servers. Outdated software can have bugs or security issues. With Yum, you can update all packages at once or just a specific one. To update everything, use the command sudo yum update. Whereas, to update a specific package, let's say just nano, use the command sudo yum update nano. It will show you what it plans to change and ask for confirmation before making any changes. Now, the question is, when should you use RPM instead of Yum? Most of the time, you'll use Yum for package management. It's just easier and safer. But RPM can still be helpful in some instances. When you're working on systems without internet access and need to install .rpm files manually. Additionally, when you want to verify whether certain files belong to a package, you can use RPM. And RPM can be used when doing deep troubleshooting. What should you remember for RHCSA? For the RHCSA exam, you'll definitely see tasks that involve both RPM and Yum. You should be comfortable installing and removing packages using both tools, querying package information, working with .repo files, and listing and updating installed software. Knowing the difference between RPM and Yum and when to use each will help you manage RHEL systems like a pro. We will use the yum command with search, info, and install options in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. To get started, open the terminal. Click on the Activities tab at the top left corner of your screen. Then, click the terminal icon at the bottom of the Activities.
A page displays the activity menu from the top left. It contains a search bar at the top, along with the icon bar at the bottom. The terminal icon is now selected.
Launch it. First, we'll examine the help options for the yum command to understand its usage and available features. In the terminal, type the following command: yum-s-enter. The output displays a list of flags and options that can be used with the yum command. These include alias. It lists and manages command aliases. Auto remove. Remove packages that are no longer needed. Check. It checks for problems in the package database. Info displays detailed information about a package. Install. This option installs specified packages and many more. These flags make Yum a versatile tool for managing packages in Red Hat-based systems. Let's now clear the screen. Let's now use the search functionality with the yum command. In the terminal, type the following command: yum search nano. This command searches for packages related to nano. In the output, you can see name exactly matched : nano. This means that the package nano.x86_64 is available, and it's described as a small text editor. Now, let's try searching for something not available on the system. Yum search hello. Here, we're searching for a package named hello, which isn't installed or found in the repositories. Press the output, you can see no match is found. This confirms that Yum couldn't locate any package related to the keyword hello. So this is how you can use the search command in Yum to check whether a package is available for installation. Let's now clear the screen. Now let's explore the info functionality with the Yum command. In the terminal, type the following command. Yum. This command retrieves detailed information about the nano package. It's especially useful when you want to confirm what you're about to install. Now press enter. In the output, you can see a set of useful details, such as name is nano, version is 5.6.1, architecture is x86_64, size is 2.7 megabytes, URL is https://www.nano-editor.org. Description: GNU Nano is a small and friendly text editor and other metadata like license, repository, and summary. So this is how you can use the info command in Yum to gather package details before installation. Let's clear the terminal again. Now let's explore the install functionality with the Yum command. In the terminal, type the following command. Yum install nano. This command downloads and installs the along with its required dependencies. Now press enter. Since nano is already installed on this system, the output displays package nano is already installed. Dependencies resolved. Nothing to do. Complete. This is how the output looks when the package you're trying to install is already present on the system. So that's how the install option works in Yum. And that concludes our demonstration on using the Yum command with search, info, and install options in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In this demonstration, we'll use the RPM command to inspect, install, and verify software packages in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. To begin, click on the Activities tab located in the top left corner of your screen. Next, locate the terminal icon at the bottom of the Activities view on it to launch the terminal. We'll begin by exploring the basic RPM command. In the terminal, type rpm-help. Since RPM comes pre-installed in Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.6, there's no need to install it manually. In the output, you'll see various categories like query and verify. These sections list multiple flags or options you can use to manage packages. Let's look at a few. -a, -all is used to query or verify all installed packages. -f, --file allows you to check which package owns a specific install file. --path checks if a package owning a specific path is installed or not. These flags make the RPM tool flexible for various tasks related to package management. Additionally, you can use -q or --query for querying package, -V or --verify for verifying packages. Let's clear the terminal screen. Now before or after installing a package, you might want to check its details. Let's take the example of Nano, a simple text editor available on most Linux systems. In the terminal, type rpm-q nano. Here, -q stand for query and the package name you want to check. Then press enter. If Nano is installed, the output will look something like nano-5.6.1 7.el9.x86_64. This indicates the package name, version, release number, and architecture. If it's not installed, you'll see a message like, package nano is not installed. Now clear the terminal once again. To view detailed information about the nano package, type the following command in the terminal. rpm-q nano. Here, q stands for query and I stands for information. This command displays comprehensive information about the nano text editor package, including version and release, architecture, installation date, a brief description of the package's purpose. Additionally, you'll notice a signature field in the output. It typically shows details such as cryptographic algorithm used is RSA bin/sha256, signing date and time, and the key ID. This signature confirms the authenticity and integrity of the installed package. Clear the terminal once again. To list all the files installed with the Nano package, type the following command in the terminal. rpm-small-ql nano. -small-ql stands for query and list. Then press enter. In the output, you'll see a list of all files that were installed as part of the Nano package, such as /etc, /nanorc, /usr, /bin, /nano, and many others. Each of these files is an essential component of the Nano installation on your system. Let's now clear the screen. Now let's verify the integrity of the installed Nano package. In the terminal, type rpm-V nano. Here, E stands for verify. Press enter. This command checks whether any of the files installed by the Nano package have been modified, deleted, or corrupted. If nothing is displayed, it means all files are intact and match their original state, and verification is successful. If there's a problem, for example, a file was altered, the command will list the affected files with specific flags. Clear the terminal screen to proceed. To find out which package owns the file /usr, /bin, /nano, type the following command. rpm-small-q, small f, /usr, /bin, /nano. Here, small q and small f stand for query and file, respectively, and they indicate which package a specific file belongs to. Press enter, but you'll see something like nano-5.6.1-7. EL9.x86_64. This confirms that the file /usr, /bin, /nano is owned by the Nano package with version 5.6.1, built for the x86_64 architecture. Let's now clear the screen. To install a package using the rpm command, type the following. Sudo rpm-small-ivh, followed by the package name. Here, in this command, -small-I stand for install. -small-v enables verbose mode, giving you detailed output during install, and -small-h shows hash marks to indicate progress. Press enter. If the specified RPM file isn't available in your current directory, you'll see an error message like, no packages given for install. However, if you do have a package file, you can use it with the rpm command to install on your system. The key difference between RPM and Yum is that RPM installs packages manually and does not resolve dependencies automatically. In contrast, Yum is a higher-level package manager that automatically installs software along with all required dependencies from configure repositories. And that concludes our demonstration on using the RPM to inspect, verify, and install packages in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In this demonstration, we'll use the Yum command for system updates and upgrade management. To begin, click on the Activities tab located in the top left corner of your screen. Next, locate the terminal icon at the bottom of the Activities view. Launch the terminal. Let's start by checking for available updates. In the terminal, type sudo yum check-update. Then press enter. This command scans your system for any available package. If there's no output, it means there are no updates currently available. Clear the terminal screen. To update the system automatically without confirmation, type the following command. Sudo yum update-small-y. Here, in this command, -small-y automatically answers yes to any prompts during the update process. Press enter. If your system is already up to date, you'll see a message like, dependencies resolved. Nothing to do. Complete. This confirms that the system is fully updated and no further action is required. Clear the terminal screen again. Next, to perform an automatic upgrade, type the following command in the terminal. Sudo yum upgrade-small-y. In the output, you'll see, dependencies resolved. Nothing to do. Complete. This confirms there are no packages that need upgrading at the moment. Clear the terminal screen to proceed. Now, if we want to update a specific package, for example, bash, type the following command. Sudo yum update bash. Press enter. In this case, the bash package was already up to date, so you'll see a message like, dependencies resolved. Nothing to do. Complete. Clear the terminal screen once again. Next, if you want to install only security updates, type the following command: sudo yum update -- security. Then press send. In case the security updates were already installed, so you'll see a message like dependencies resolved. Nothing to do. Complete. This command installs only security-related patches, provided your system's repository support and classify them appropriately. Now, if you want to review the commands previously used for system updates and package upgrades, type the following command: sudo yum history. In the output, you'll see entries with details like ID 1, command line, date and time, action, install, altered 1,208 packages, marked with EE, meaning erase and install occurred during the transaction. This entry indicates the initial setup of the system, where packages were installed during the Red Hat Linux environment setup. Since no updates have been performed today on this system, no additional entries or actions like update or erase appear. If updates had been performed, you'd see more entries with different IDs and actions, such as update, install, or erase. And that concludes our demonstration on using the yum command for system updates and upgrade management. In this demonstration, we'll use yum to properly install and remove a package on Red Hat Enterprise Linux. To begin, click on the Activities tab located in the top left corner of your screen. Locate the terminal icon at the bottom of the Activities view and click on it to launch the terminal. Let's begin by installing the HTTPD package, which is the Apache HTTP server. In the terminal, type the following command: sudo yum install HTTPD. Since the Apache server isn't currently installed, this command will download and install it along with any required dependencies. Enter. In the output, you'll see a list of packages that will be installed. This includes the main HTTPD package, a few dependencies, and weak dependencies. The total number of packages is 11, and their combined size is approximately 6.1 MB. When prompted, press Y and hit Enter to begin the installation. You may be asked to confirm again. Press Y and Enter once more to continue. After a short while, you should see the message complete, indicating that the installation was successful. Now clear the terminal for a fresh view. To verify whether the package has been installed, type the following command: rpm-q httpd. Here in this command, -q stand for query, and httpd is the name of the package we are checking. Then press Enter. You will see that the HTTPD package is successfully installed. It appears as something like httpd-2.4.62-4.el9.x86_64. This indicates the version and build of the HTTPD package currently installed on your system. Clear the terminal screen again. Now let's check the yum history to view details of the package installation. In the terminal, type sudo yum history. Press Enter. In the output, you'll see a list of recent yum transactions. Look for an entry with ID 2. It will show the command line as install HTTPD. This confirms that the HTTPD package was installed recently. The action column will show install, and you'll see that 11 packages were altered in this transaction. Clear the terminal to proceed. Now that you've learned how to install a package and verify it using yum, let's delete the package. In the terminal, type sudo yum remove HTTPD. Then press Enter. Notice the package names scheduled for deletion are highlighted in red. In contrast, during installation, package names are highlighted in green. To confirm the removal, type Y and press Enter. Once the process completes, you'll see the message complete. This confirms that the HTTPD package has been successfully removed from your system. Let's now clear the screen. To verify that the package has been removed, type the following command in the terminal: rpm-q httpd. Then press Input. You will see a message like package HTTPD is not installed. This confirms that the HTTPD package has been successfully removed from your system. And that concludes our demonstration on using yum command to properly install and remove a package on Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In this demonstration, We'll install and remove a package using the RPM command in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. To begin, click on the Activities tab located in the top left corner of your screen. Next, locate the terminal icon at the bottom of the Activities view. Click on it to launch the terminal. Let's begin with package installation using the RPM command. The first step in RPM-based installation is to download the .rpm file. To do this, we'll use the DNF package manager. In the terminal, type DNF download HTTPD. Then press output. You'll see that the RPM file for the HTTPD package has been successfully downloaded. The downloaded file is named httpd-2.4.62-4.el9.x86_64.rpm. Now, clear the terminal screen to continue with the next step. To check whether the file exists in the current directory, follow these steps. In the terminal, type ls, then press enter. In the output, you'll notice the downloaded file highlighted in red, indicating an RPM package, confirming that the RPM file is now available in your... Let's now clear the screen. Now let's continue with the installation process using RPM. To do that, type the following command: sudo rpm-ivh, then copy and paste the exact file name. In my case, it would be httpd-2.4.62-4.el9.x86_64.rpm. In this command, -i installs the package. -v provides verbose output during the process. -h shows hash marks as a progress bar. Then press enter. You'll likely see dependency errors, such as httpd-core is required by the httpd-2.4.62-4.el9.x86_64. System-logos-httpd is also needed. These errors occur because RPM installs a single package and doesn't resolve dependencies automatically. To resolve the issue, you can manually search and download each required dependency, or use yum, which automatically installs dependencies. To use yum, type yum install http press enter. Yum will fetch and install httpd along with all required dependencies. After a few moments, you'll be prompted to confirm the installation by pressing Y for yes or N for no on your keyboard. If you do not wish to proceed, simply press N and then enter to quit the installation and return back to the main terminal window. Let's now clear the screen. To check if the RPM file is still present in the current directory, type ls and press enter. In the output, you will notice the RPM file listed in the current directory and highlighted in red as usual. This confirms that the RPM file is still available in the current working directory. Next, let's remove both the downloaded RPM file and the installed package from the system. In the terminal, type rm, then copy and paste the exact .rpm. Press enter. In the output, the terminal prompts you to confirm whether you want to remove the regular httpd RPM file. So press Y on your keyboard and then enter to confirm. To verify whether the file has been removed or not, type ls again and press enter. In the output, you'll notice that the RPM file no longer exists in the current directory as it was removed. And that concludes our demonstration on installing and removing a package using the RPM command in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In this demonstration, we'll create a local repository in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. To get started, open the terminal. Click on the Activities tab at the top left corner of your screen. Then, click the terminal icon at the bottom of the activity to launch it. First, let's display all files and directories. In the terminal, type the following command: ls, then press enter. You'll notice a file named RHEL 7.iso available in the current directory. This ISO file contains the necessary packages to set up a local repository. You can download it from the official RHEL website. In this case, the file has already been downloaded and is ready for use in next steps. To confirm the current directory, type the following command in the terminal: pwd, then press enter. You can see we are inside the /root directory. So the full path to our ISO file is /root /RHEL 7.iso. Clear the terminal screen for a fresh view. Now let's create a directory named RHEL. Type the following command in the terminal: sudo mkdir -p/mnt/RHEL. Here, in this command, -p ensures the full path is created, even if intermediate directories like /mnt don't exist. Then directory /mnt/RHEL is now created. Now, switch to the newly created directory. Type the following command: cd/mnt/RHEL. This command changes your current directory to /mnt/RHEL. Then press enter. Next, list the contents of this directory. Type ls. Then press enter. Since we haven't mounted anything yet, the output shows the directory is empty. Clear the terminal screen once again. Now we'll mount the ISO file to the directory we just created. This step allows us to access the contents of the ISO through the /mnt/RHEL directory. Type the following command: sudo mount-o loop /root /RHEL 7.iso /mnt/RHEL. Here in this command, -o loop tells the system to treat the ISO file like a physical disk. /root /RHEL 7.iso is the location of the ISO file. /mnt/RHEL is where we want to mount it. Then press enter. Warning message stating that the ISO file is write protected and has been mounted as read-only. This is completely normal and expected behavior when working with ISO files. Now clear the terminal for a clean view before proceeding. Now let's create a new repository configuration file. Type the following command: sudo nano/etc/yum.repos.d/local. And press enter. This creates a file named local.repo inside the /etc/yum.repos.d/directory using the nano text editor. If the file is empty, type the following content line by line. In my case, the contents were already written. Type name equals RHEL 7 local repo. Press enter and type base URL equals file ://mnt/RHEL. Press enter again and type enabled equals 1. Press enter again and in the next line type GPG check equals 0. Here, name is the label for the repo. Base URL tells the system where the repository is located. Enabled equals 1 ensures the repo is active. GPG check equals 0 disables GPG signature checking. If the file already has this content, just review it. If not, add it exactly as shown. Now, to save and exit Nano, press Ctrl+X. When prompted to save, press Y for yes. Then press Enter to confirm and exit. Now that the local.repo file has been created, let's verify if the ISO is correctly mounted. Type the following command: lsblk. It should show the mount point as /mnt/RHEL. This confirms that the ISO file is successfully mounted to the correct directory. Clear the terminal once again. Finally, let's confirm that the local repository has been successfully created. In the terminal, type yum repo list center. This command lists all yum repositories that are enabled. In the output, look for repo ID as local repo, repo name as RHEL 7 local repo. If these appear, it means your local repository is set up correctly and ready to use. And that concludes our demonstration of how to create a local repository in Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In this course, we covered Linux package management using RPM and yum and their roles in managing software. We demonstrated using yum and RPM commands to install, delete, and manage packages. Then, we configured system upgrade management and created a local repository. In the next course, we will take an in-depth look at accessing file systems.